Good morning, YouTube family. It is Sunday morning. It's already getting hot today. It's going to be like the hottest day in a long time. Probably, I don't know if it's the hottest day of the summer of this year. I already had my coffee, got a bit of shower in, but it's going to be a hot one today. I always try to start off the morning with watering the garden. It's good for them to have morning watering with afternoon sun. It helps them grow stronger. Note to self, I think that daily vlogging is going to take a toll on my battery life. And so I might have to buy more batteries because these Sony cameras are known for having terrible battery life. Just overheating, draining really fast. That's the name of the game. So I am stuck on Romans 12, and it's for good reason because there's a lot to take out of it. I know how yesterday I also talked about Romans 12 and how it was talking about self-importance. Very, very valuable, but there's even more. That was just the beginning of Romans 12. But what I love about Romans 12 is it's talking about love. Almost the opposite effect of how we deal with people today. I mean, it's really, really different. It's hard because it's like let's take any situation that you encounter, negative way. It's gonna teach you how to beat it, conquer it with a way that you never thought would work. Like I said earlier, this is going to be one of the hottest days. Well, that's not quite accurate now, is it? That says it's 105 degrees outside. Now, I know for sure it's not 105. It doesn't get that hot in Washington. And that is why it's kind of funny because it's one of the hottest days in the summer so far. And I'm a heat wimp when it comes to heat. And I think it's going to be up to like 90 degrees today. For Washington, that's too hot. I know you guys that are probably looking around in the Arizona area are constantly over 100 degrees. Nah, I'll pass. That's ridiculous. All right, so this is what's so inspiring about the word, is it not only points out the human nature of how we normally respond. Don't repay evil with evil because it just makes things worse. Like that's what Romans 12 is going to get to about. I mean, it's going to really pinpoint and show you how we naturally are as human beings. And so it says the opposite. That's how heaven operates, is the opposite. The secret is there. So the last line in the Romans 12 says, never let evil defeat you, but defeat evil with good. Now we could read that and kind of skim over that really fast, but I want to tell you that's a secret to pay attention to. And there's moments in our life, in our day that we go through and we want to repay evil with evil. We react to it and we want to just fight back and get it back at you. But it says never let evil defeat you, but defeat evil with goodness. And that's what we're talking about, being good.
Dad, popsicle or ice cream?
What do you want?
Ice cream!
Well, we should always do the opposite of what you want, so.
What?
How about a popsicle?
No. So, Dad, since you said that, we're gonna have one right now. Okay, let's go get one. Let's go get an ice cream.
I just lost the battle between ice cream and popsicle. Probably my own fault. Ice cream, it is. Oh, hot day. Ice cream sandwich.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're at a birth pool that only can kind of fit 3 people. Or sometimes 1 or 2.
Oh, got a visit from the package man. Let's see what it is. That's exciting. I wonder what we got. Bubbles, and of course, it's a box inside of a box. This might be, yep, it's a blower motor assembly. Nothing exciting. I thought it was going to be something for my camera. So that might come a little later today. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon, which means it is time for a second cup of coffee. That's right. I'm good. You can. So I'm so stuck on this concept in Romans because I think it's so powerful. We can easily just look at that and miss it completely, and I think we have looked at it and missed it completely because it was just talking about the opposite of how we act every single day. Like loving people, loving your enemies, loving in a way that is not held to a standard of what are you going to do for me first. And I love it because it's going to teach me how to teach them how to battle and fight against evil. Right now, we think we know how to fight against evil, but it always gets the best of us because we're always going to be more on the emotional side of life. But what the Bible tells us and teaches us, if we can pay attention to it, is that we can fight evil with good. And this guy, that's who we're going to teach next, how to fight evil with good, and therefore we're already setting up generations for good. I love it. What is it?
It's a domino tower.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Do you want to see back here?
Oh, I wouldn't touch it. Oh, wow.
That's awesome. Okay, I will put it on.
Alright.
Stay.
Wait, it's pretty strong because it's all heavy up top there.
Okay.
So this kid here, all about the brain work. Am I right?
Yeah.
He just likes the brain work. Brain work. So this whole pile of dominoes, been working on it. This is what makes him happy, what gets him excited, and it's just who he is. I love that. I got another package. Woo! Let's see if it's the one I'm looking for. Let's see what happens. Cut it open. Well, not excited yet. Let's see what it really looks like. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. Are you big? There's one. There's two. There's three. Wait a second. You're 1 year old, 2 years old, and 3 years old. That's funny. I am going to close out the video for today. We had a busy day, probably a little bit less filming than I did yesterday, so it'll be a little easier to make the video. Still had some good insights today from what I read and just applying that to our life. I think it was pretty helpful for me. Pretty stoked that I was able to do 2 days in a row for this daily vlog. Now the real challenge is going to be tomorrow because this is Sunday and tomorrow will be a regular work day for me, so the challenge will be to get a video recorded. Now I don't have a job where I can actually record throughout the day, so that's where the challenge is going to be. All of it's going to be after work, but then again I am coming home to a house full of boys, and so I'll always have something to film. You know, I'm pushing myself to read every morning, so I'm probably gonna have something that I want to share with you. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video and enjoy. Obviously I'm like a day behind, so tomorrow's it's fine. But stay tuned for the next video. I'm excited to go and push myself through this journey with you all and see what comes of it. Just remember guys, we have one life to live, so let's take up our kingship and live it right now. Alright, see you guys.